It's getting interesting. You're not far off.
The chapter consists of 19 pages, 2 colored pages for the cover and 17 normal pages. The narrator explains that the fame of the Koja Pirates during the era in which the flashback events take place was so widespread that ignoring them in the story would be illogical. This explains why the writer chose to show the Koja Pirates in that era. Their connection to the story of Rox, Harold, and others is important. The narrator emphasizes that they were so famous and influential that narrating stories from that time without mentioning them would be absurd, like describing world affairs in the 13th century without mentioning the Moguls.
It just wouldn't make sense. The Koja Pirates were a renowned group of strong women.
Their bounties were high, and taking photos of them or following them became a common trend. Over time, the popularity of Shakuyaku, who later became known as the Empress, grew to a level that surpassed everyone around her. Her fame was so great that the most powerful pirate crew in the world wanted her to join them. This led to a clash between the Koja Pirates and Roger's crew, because Roger wanted Shakuyaku to join him. But she refused and delivered a powerful blow to him, twisting his head in a comical way. She said to him, "I don't belong to anyone." I honestly want to know, why did Roger want her? Was it just because she was beautiful? Did he want to just look at her beauty? That's a ridiculous reason. And at the same time, there seems to be no other. If it's about strength, he had many strong women around, he didn't need her power.
That's my complaint. Hancock was very influential at the time.
Then, Gloriosa approached Roger. At that time, she was the Empress of Amazon Lily, and Shaky was the deputy and her successor. Gloriosa said, "Roger, I'm telling you that I love you," but Roger replied, "Get out of my way, Gloriosa.
I can't see Shaky."
Poor Gloriosa, a heavy emotional blow. Strangely enough, I really want to see what Shaky looked like when she was young, because she doesn't seem that beautiful now. Now, listen to the next spoiler about Rayleigh.
He was the only one in Roger's crew not tempted by Shakuyaku's beauty.
She told them to take all their treasures and sent Rayleigh a hint before she left, which made him blush.
Wow, it seems that not being swayed by women is a successful trait even in One Piece. I liked it even for those who didn't. For the first time, Rayleigh is written like Zoro, not affected by women. Even Roger, who was supposed to be Luffy's parallel, was affected by her beauty. Luffy wouldn't have been. Anyway, I really liked Rayleigh's reaction. As for Gloriosa, the way the writer treated her character is honestly funny. She didn't attract anyone, not even Gaban. Everything was focused on Shaky, as if Gloriosa wasn't even the Empress of Amazon Lily. I wonder if we'll eventually see the crew's reaction to the connection between Rayleigh and Shaky. They'll probably want to kill him. Meanwhile, Garp's ship arrived and the Koja Pirates fled, while Roger's crew stayed behind to fight. Garp used a technique called Xebec grip against Roger's ship, while Roger countered with a new attack called Aramitama, the spirit of rage, taken from Japanese Shinto belief, one of the 4 souls possessed by man. What is this? I've never heard of it before.
In 2 amazing double-page spreads, we see Roger and Garp clash. The narrator explains that this was the first confrontation between the blood of youth, Roger, Garp, and Rox. The battle between Roger and Garp was intense, but it didn't split the sky, because their attacks hit each other directly. It was more like when Kuzan and Garp clashed, direct hits, no air collision like the sky-splitting attacks we've seen.
As for techniques,
first, the Xebec grip was previously used by Garp in the Enies Lobby arc, Water 7, but back then it was in artillery form.
Remember that famous scene? This time, it was a direct punch. Second, Aramitama is from Shinto belief, which says the spirit of God has 4 parts: Aramitama, Nijimitama, Sakimitama, and Kushimitama. Not sure if I said those right.
Aramitama represents the violent, chaotic side of the spirit typically seen in war or natural disaster. This technique fits Roger's naming style, like Kamusari, both based on divine or kingly references.
It seems Roger chose this spirit to reflect violence in war. A true pirate king.
I was surprised that Oda grouped Rox with Roger and Garp as young men.
I think Rox is much older than them. When he attacked Mariejois 56 years ago, Roger was only 21. So that phrase is a bit unclear. In Elbaf, Ida asked Loki to live with her in Hyradine, but he refused. All he wanted was to sail with rocks. In the end, he became obsessed with sailing alongside Xebec. Ida who? Hyradine who? He even forgot his mother. On Pirate Island, a man appeared and attacked some random pirates. This was the Yakuza Q, later known as Silver Horse, rival of Golden Lion Shaky. He hadn't yet joined the Rocks Pirates. Q was a massive man with a small face on his chest. He wore a kimono decorated with horses, sunglasses, and carried a massive burden on his back. His design is very similar to Zephyr from Film Z. He seems like a great character, being Shaky's rival. But we didn't hear much about him, so he was probably killed and forgotten. I think he's the same one we saw in Thriller Bark. I told you about him yesterday. Anyway, I need to hurry, it's getting late and I have to publish the video. I'll keep it short, guys. The episode ends with another epic 2-page spread, showing all the Rocks pirates gathered on Pirate Island. New members are revealed. Charlotte Leland, Stronson, the cook, Big Mom's wife, Kaido, Captain John, Barbiel, a tech-savvy man from the sailor fish race. Barbiel first appeared in God Valley, but in this chapter his hair looks different, and he has gold teeth. Rocks explained his plan to the crew. First, he needs 2 devil fruits, one of which is in Elbaf. He wants Harold to eat it so it can reach its full potential. Is there a secret within the giant race that allows a fruit to reach maximum power? We'll talk about that in the review. Second, he needs the Galilean giants. Rocks says, listen carefully. The path is the key to controlling the sacred lands of Mariejois. Don't believe me? Then leave now. Whether you join me on the promised day or not, that's up to you. But if you're determined, then come with me. I'll show you what lies at the top of this world. I swear I like Rocks. His voice, his presence, everyone looks small next to him. He's the most passionate character in the world of One Piece. It's mentioned that Big Mom was also after the Galilean giant. She's in everything. Anyway, I won't analyze now, we'll cover that in the review. And yes, there's a break next week, but it's from the magazine, not Oda himself. So there's a good chance the chapter might still get leaked early. If you've made it this far, my friend, don't forget to support me with a like and a comment on the video. That is it, see you next time.